Good morning, Spring Run family. Pastor Andrew Conrad coming to you here live in the parking lot. It's Friday morning, June 5th, and we are excited that we get to regather for worship beginning this Sunday, June 7th. And so Pastor Brian and I thought it'd be a great idea to kind of walk you through what that experience is going to be like. Expect it to be different and not normal and maybe filled with all kinds of different feelings. But just in terms of helping you settle in and understand and kind of visualize what that might look like, we wanted to kind of give you a walking tour of what you could expect when you come on Sunday morning. Before you come on Sunday morning, it's really important that you register. You need to register, and you go to our website to do that, and you'll register there, and there's a limit. We can only take a certain number of people so that we fulfill the 50% capacity requirements. If there's no more space when you try to register, then we encourage you to go ahead and register for the next week. And if you have registered and you're planning on coming this week, we ask that you not register for the following week, the 14th, until after Thursday at 5 p.m. to give those who couldn't come the first week the chance to come the next week. And after 5 p.m., if there's still space, try to register then. It'll tell you if there's space, and then go ahead and come on. So you can plan on coming every week, but we ask that if you come the first week, wait to register for the next week until Thursday, 5 p.m. Before that Sunday. So when you show up, what do? Well, follow me. Let's take a little tour. You're going to come this way. Everybody's going to have to enter through the same door, and that's these side doors here on the patio. And as you do that, you'll come to this registration tent. You'll be greeted by lovely volunteers who will meet you here at this table. Once you have registered online, this is where they will come, and note that you are checked in. There'll be hand sanitizer. We ask that you bring your own mask. We don't have masks for everybody, but if you have forgotten, we can provide a mask for you. Currently, the governor has asked and mandated that people inside public spaces wear masks, so we're asking you to bring a mask to wear inside the building. Once you've come here and checked in, then you come right on in the door here. And if you're tall, you'll duck your head. Come in through the patio doors here. Ushers will be greeting you, and everybody will proceed this way. In proceeding this way, one of the things that you'll note is you cannot go that way, which is normally where our nursery is and children's ministry things. At this time, we are unable to have any kind of children's ministry or nursery, because we can't maintain social distancing with kids and adults in there serving them. So for right now, we don't have that. We hope to have that back sometime, and we'll keep you up to date as things are fluid and changing as we work through different phases. So follow me on in. This is what'll happen. You'll notice as you come in here, there's signs reminding you of the social distancing, that you need to keep 6 feet apart. And to help you with that, we have set our sanctuary in such a way to help promote that. We've removed every other row of chairs, and you'll see that as you come in, and ushers will help you be seated. When you come in, you're going to find a row of chairs. If there isn't an usher, if usher's busy with somebody else, that's fine. You can find a seat as well. One of the things you'll need to do is find these cards, like these right here. And they're on each row of seats. And so, for example, let's say you come in and there's a family of 4 of you. You come in and you want to sit here, and you sit in the first 4 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means that the next 3 seats would represent 6 feet of social distancing. And so you would take these little tents and put them on 3 chairs, like that, so that nobody sits in these chairs. There will still be 3 more seats at the end of the row available for sitting in. So keep that in mind. If you're coming in and you've only got 2 people with you, which many of you will, try not to sit in a big row to take that up. There are seats for 2 in the back, there's seats for 3 up front. Sit in a smaller space so where you don't eliminate 3 seats next to you. And that will be considerate of others. The other thing you'll need to know is after you're seated, worship will begin. Enjoy it like normal, except for that you won't be able to handshake and hug people. You have to do some air high fives or air hugs, things like that. When it comes time for communion this Sunday, that will be very different as well. You won't come forward to receive communion. Instead, communion is going to be placed in the back of the chairs in front of you. In this row, as an example, in the back of these chairs, you can see there's communion cups right here down in the communion cup holders. And these are communion cups pre-packaged that we have purchased, and those will be in every seat like that, so that when it comes time for communion, when you're instructed, you can get those if you're partaking with us. And then you'll have to peel back it in 2 layers, peel back the top layer, and there's a not so tasty little wafer that'll melt in your mouth, and then you'll peel back another layer for the cup. But that's how we're doing right now to practice social distancing and avoid contamination of people touching all the same elements, so that we can do that safely. And then after communion, as the worship service ends, instead of, when the benediction happens, instead of jumping up and just going wherever, please wait. The ushers will dismiss you a row at a time. And so they'll start from the back and dismiss the back rows first, so that everybody doesn't just pile out and congregate right in a small space in the aisle. And then we ask that you make your way out to the lobby, and even outside, where you're welcome to stand out there outside removing your mask, and if you so desire, and talk with people, keeping your social distancing. We ask that you remove yourself from the building, because it helps with us in 2 ways. Safety, just social distancing, so we can actually talk to each other and not be in a crowded space. And secondly, we're required to clean the building right after, and so that allows us to begin the cleaning process that needs to take place while you can talk with people outside. So I understand that this is going to be a very different time for many of you. We're asking you to be patient with us, to love one another well, to be willing to sacrifice for one another as the body of Christ, as we do our best to conduct our public worship services, having you here and safely abide by the governor's mandates. So thank you, and we look forward to seeing you Sunday.